All right, so we're going to dive into the vault today to discuss Charlie's Farm, directed by Chris Sun. Four friends go camping at a haunted farm with an evil, violent history in the Australian outback. Ignoring warnings. And this movie was made on a budget of $3 million. Here's the bit that gets me. Chris Sun directed Boar. Have you seen Boar?
I don't believe so.
It's a great movie. Boar is a great movie. It's
Look
basically
into
about a razor background about the Australian outback. Humongous thing. It's great.
Can I just say that's something that bugged the fuck out of me? Like I know where this is a little moving far into the movie, but whatever. Since you said that, it bugged me. How does somebody from the country not understand what a razorback is? It's like, I'm not from Australia. I know what the fuck a razorback is. And that lady supposedly is an Australian, doesn't understand what the fuck they're talking about. Like, that was just like, what the fuck? It's like, I get it. If Tara reads, like, I don't know what that is.
Well, she doesn't know anything. She just goes about the place. Like,
Yeah. That was fucking stupid. But whatever. I just wanted to get it out though.
yeah. A strange casting for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for a start, Tara Reid thought that okay, we'll have a laugh. Jeez.
Yeah. I think that was the smartest casting move they could make. Because that's probably half their budget. But more importantly, when a movie is starring Tara Reid, you know what you're getting into. Like, I turned it on last night, and my wife immediately picked up a book and spent the hour and way too fucking long this movie was just reading the whole time. It was hilarious to me.
But the most random casting in this was Kane Hodder.
That was another one that's just like, well, we need a stunt coordinator. Hey, this will give us some cred.
Yeah,
people will watch this if Kane Hodder. Like, I mean, that's the only reason.
And they're absolutely right, because that's why I'm like, Kane Hodder's that's cool.
Yeah, no, I've long since given up on movies being sold on like, oh, this horror icon is in it, because it's like, chances are it sucked.
Yeah, but even his character, like, it was just like so shoehorned in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was painful.
They were really, really trying to get every penny out of that performance of his. Now the thing is, like, he was good because he is a good actor.
He does his right. I'm not slagging Kane Hodder off for this. I'm slagging off the casting and the writing choice for this.
Yeah, no, the writing was terrible. Like, it's like basically he was polishing that turd to the best of his ability.
Yeah,
and kudos to him for that.
Good. Yeah. So we'll start off with your typical prequel kill thing. Just so you know, this is a horror movie. And we'll have Sally and her boyfriend. Oh my god! Like, I've never cried so hard for someone to get offed,
dude. Right?
Sally.
It's like, okay, you are clearly hiding from somebody that's trying to murder you. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Like, everybody's so loud in this, and it's like, no wonder you all fucking. Oh yes, sorry, spoiler. Everybody dies. Yeah, it's just like I was telling my wife, I'm like, yeah, if that was you, I'd just fucking let you die. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like, I know how to keep my fucking mouth shut. I would survive. I mean, maybe,
you know that one person, say there's a tense situation and it's just ready to kick off and everyone else is dialed in, and that one dopey person goes bah, 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 as if they wanted to kick off, and it's usually a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, when I did The Door years ago, that was always the case. Things are getting tense, you're defusing it, and some bitch would come up because she knows she's not going to get hit, and just wants to kick it off. And you just see, it's almost in slow motion. You see them come up, they're about to open their gob, they're about to get stuck in, and it's all about all your hard work of getting them outside the front door. Fucking calm down, right? They're about to walk off, and this bitch comes up, blah blah blah, because she's not satisfied. There's no blood or something, you know what I mean? And if nobody believes that women aren't bloodthirsty, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Go work in bars. If you don't believe that women are bloodthirsty, go work in bars and you'll get your eyes opened.
Yeah, that's opportunity hater. Like, I don't give a fuck what you got hanging between your legs. If you're gonna get punched, you're gonna get fucking punched. No, you can't hit women. Yes, you can.
No, that's the thing. I'm from Northern Ireland. That rule does not apply.
Yeah, no, I've gotten my ass beat enough by women to know that I don't give a fuck. Like, it's either them or me. I'm punching whoever the fuck in the face if I have to.
Yeah, because they'll take your shoes off, try and stab you in the eye and all sorts. And yeah, But this is Sally. Sally's
Yeah.
that idiot. Just no concept. Thinks that if she makes enough noise, like obviously subconsciously, I think she thinks she makes enough noise, her boyfriend will get off and she'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not understanding when you're dealing with an absolute psychotic, that doesn't matter. But yeah, I just think at the start going, no. I got that decapitation as well. Like, it was so telegraphed.
Yeah. It's like, oh, let's set this right here. And then do. Let's forget that was right there.
Yeah.
So fucking great. That's the thing. Like I
This should
feel
have
like
been a comedy. If they had done this as a comedy, fucking sweet.
just gonna say that. Just a little bit of a tonal shift in how it was shot. It would have been so much better. Because you'd be leaning into the cheesiness, the humor, the fact that it's a low budget movie with a bunch of no names and two horror icons. I mean, one of them is an icon, so I don't know why I did
Yeah,
that.
just
I was like, I've seen
go
Tara
get some
Reid.
soap and wash your mouth out. If you're saying Tara Reid's a horror icon,
I've seen her at more horror conventions than Kane Hodder. Just saying.
yeah,
Just saying.
desperate career, no career because she can't act.
No, I mean,
So of course
she gets fucking. She's a hustler, man. She gets her fucking money. She gets her name out there. And come on, fucking Sharknado. Like, come on.
Shut up.
You're the one that fucking has a hard on for reviewing them. I just enjoy them.
I'm just being a completionist.
Mm.
I mean, that's ancient history now. I think. Fuck.
For now.
No.
There's going to be another one.
No.
There has to be another one. As long as cinema exists, there will always have to be another one.
Ah, dear. Hopefully, in another 10 years' time, I'll be dead by then from a heart attack or something. Ah, dear. But then, so we've got the obligatory. Here's a kill, just so you know you're in a horror movie. Blah 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 blah. Now we cut the current day. What a weird group of people. Like, talking about mismatch of cast. 4 people have no chemistry whatsoever with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was pretty confused most of the way through the movie because I couldn't figure out if Homeboy and Tara Reid were a couple or not.
Yeah, apparently they were. That's why they're.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until the very end of the fucking movie. That like, oh, okay, I guess they are actually a couple, not just friends, and he's trying to get in her pants.
Yeah, and also they're adults and they're acting like teenagers. They've never like I don't know, man. It's weird. It's almost like they couldn't afford teenage actors or something, and they went with adult actors, but they wrote a teenage script.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a major disconnect in this movie, and it's I think it's down to the casting and the writing because the story they wrote doesn't fit with the cast. I don't think Tara Reid knows I think she just turns up and like, oh, where do you want me to stand? Okay, that's fine. And,
yeah, it kind of seems like she's just along for the ride.
And I love the way that she's in full makeup all throughout this movie.
Well,
like just full, like unless that's her plastic surgery and that's like been airbrushed on or something or tattooed, but like not a smudge in her makeup throughout this entire movie.
It's got to be that way, man, because she's had a hard life and it's taken a toll.
Got to fill those cracks in, eh?
Like, Jesus Christ, seeing there was one scene where her shoulder was out and it's like, oh God, please somebody throw a cheeseburger at her. It's like she's literally just skin and bones.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
people might be picking up on that. I don't know if I'm being too subtle.
I can respect the hustle, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's fair play. You know what I mean? If you can make a living by being that shit, fucking
that's doing better than me.
Yeah. Why work hard? Why build a try and be talented?
She definitely works hard. Like, she is consistently working. So it might not be great work, but she's doing it.
Yeah, for one. But yeah, even the whole thing of let's go camping at the haunted house. Let's go out camping. These people have never camped in their lives. What the fuck? These people don't make as if they are into camping.
I'd fucking go camping in a haunted house.
No, but I mean these people.
Yeah, like I love.
I'm not talking about the actual concept. That's not.
Yeah.
It's these characters doing anything like this does not make sense.
Yeah, especially like I mean, sure they're natives, but like I feel like
two of them, 2.5.
Well, I mean, yeah,
that other girl is a bimbo.
But I feel like if you're living in Australia and you're outside, you know not to be naked. Like Donkey's always just in his underwear, walking around barefoot. And it's like, motherfucker, there are things bigger than this supposed huge schlong yours that want to kill you on a constant basis. Like, at least put on some fucking socks.
That's why flip flops were invented. Like, come on. Yeah, nothing. These are city people. I know it
Mhm.
says it, but I mean, these are obvious city people.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Like
then,
I love that they're the meals that they brought for camping was sausage, and that was it.
yeah, and even better, let's stay in the crusty. This is the second movie this week I've watched where they're staying in a crusty house. And like, a tent is more hygienic.
Hmm.
Being outside in the front garden's more hygienic than going in that thing. What are you doing?
Right. Like, I mean, it's fun to break into old dilapidated buildings. Not that I would know, but yeah, staying in there, just pitch your tent in the front yard. Come on.
That's fine. Yeah. Like I said, the whole thing's a casting with us. It's so off. There's no chemistry between the characters. They don't like the Wolf Creek movies. You believe the people there actually go camping and they're
Yeah.
backpackers. They
Yeah,
have the
100%.
backpacker look, so it
Yeah,
fits.
no, that's super believable movie.
Yeah. These guys, no.
No, not a single person in this movie was believable. Like especially the backpackers we see once they're already at the house. It's like, oh yeah, you've been walking for fucking 8 days. No, you haven't. Like fuck you.
Yeah, they just stepped out of their trailer. We didn't on the set.
Mhm.
So this movie, we're not going to spend 45 minutes reviewing the first 45 minutes of this movie because fuck all happens.
No, it's this. I would
Like,
argue the first fucking hour. Like this
uh,
movie could have been cut down by like 20 minutes, and it would have been better. Like it was
just a short
entirely too
movie.
fucking long.
I get setting the scene, but really, do you have to set the scene of walking from one end of the field to another, and that's 10 minutes of screen time?
Right.
Right, we get it. And we get the donkey as a bit of a lad, but fucking hell, do you have to tell us every scene? Has he
Yeah,
no
man.
redeeming
It's
qualities? Like that's the
like
whole point of that sort of character. They're meant to be a bit of a lad, bit of a loudmouth, but when it comes to the
Mhm.
crunch, they're the ones that it's supposed to step up. That's that
Yeah,
character
it's
trope.
I feel like he's the Shelly character from Friday 3. At least that's what they're going for,
Mm,
but like he wasn't a sympathetic character. Like when he gets offed, all I did was laugh my ass off and say about time.
yeah. Hey, you're with the group and you go to the bar and you don't bow around.
Yeah, no, if you're
That's
fucking
instant.
asking
That's fucking not on for a start.
yeah, no, if you're asking for people's help, you start by giving them booze. Like at the very least you buy
No, but
them a
I'm talking about
fucking
even his own
single beer.
group.
Well, I mean, that
He's
goes
sitting in
without
this group of
saying.
four. He goes and buys himself and comes back. And like
Mhm.
nobody do not fucking do that ever. That's
Yeah, no, if you're there with a group of people, you buy pitchers. You don't buy individual drinks. That's fucking weird.
yeah. But yeah, going down the bar knows I know I've limited social tact, but fuck me.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
more I look at these sort of characters and some people in real life, I think I might be all right.
right. Yeah, because like the reality is there's people like that. And it's probably more prominent than we'd imagine.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go and antagonize everybody just getting in their
Right.
face. Yeah, nah. Wasn't especially Australia as well. Like when Chris Sun's an Australian, that's not Australian culture. He would have already been punched. He'd have been punched
Yeah,
by
I
the
felt like
second person.
everybody was pretty well behaved.
It's almost like it was scripted.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, and then the kicker is it's like finally some like they get the fuck out of the bar because everybody's mad at them because they're cunts. And then somebody comes out and gives him what he was asking everybody for, and then he has the audacity to push him. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Be like, cool, thanks, man. Here's a 20, go get a drink or something.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Blah blah blah. Fucking hell. It's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good that he was the first one to die in the group.
It was just this is a mess.
Mhm.
This was an absolute mess. And then just to throw some mud, just so you remember, because at this point we're fucking like 30 odd minutes in and fuck all's happened. So we'll have flashback scenes because
Mhm.
just to remind you that you're in a horror movie.
Right.
This would be better as the prequel. If they had just stuck with that, actually, that was a better storyline.
Yeah, but the problem was like they were on a limited budget and they had to fly Bill Moseley over to Australia. Like they probably had him for about an afternoon, and that's what they could get out of it.
Right. I hate to break this to you. You know what I mean? This might blow people's minds, but Australia have their own actors.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
There's actually quite a few of them. It's not just the 30 soap opera actors. There's actually other actors in Australia. And if they really have the place to put out, there's this other country like next door to them called New Zealand, which is actually reasonably well known for movies. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, and
Options there.
it's unfortunately when it comes to shit like this, they've got two things going for them or going against them. And I guarantee this is why they cast who they cast. One, they were trying to go as an international film, and right there you have to have international actors that will sell in other properties. And specifically, it's a horror movie that's trying to be an international movie. So of course they have to get as many horror icons as they can. And you know, quite frankly, those are three people that you're going to see at almost any random horror convention. So that I guarantee that's why they did it.
Okay. Yeah. But just said, did you have to use them all?
Yeah. That's, I mean,
Kane Hodder was enough for me. That was sold. Honestly.
See, I
Kane
don't know.
Hodder's in it. I'm going.
I'm not. I like him, but I'm not that guy. It's
No, but
same as anybody.
Good chance it's going to be fun. You know.
Yeah.
That's going to work. Tara Reid is not the seller for me. I'm like, nah.
See, that's just the thing that tells me what I can expect. So I kind of appreciate seeing her like as, you know, the star role of something, because it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to use my brain for this one.
Yeah. So we'll have the flashback scenes of Charlie and the family. And they're sort of going Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
100%.
House of 1,000 Corpses direction, you know, mashed it in.
This whole movie was based on other movies being really good. Like even the intro, it was well, not just the intro, but even like the end, you know, the third act of the movie, it was, you know, Friday the 13th, 2009. Like it was that mixed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but not two, oddly enough, considering they had Bill Moseley. This just basically made me want to watch other movies.
Yeah. It's like, I've seen that thing and it's better. Yeah. God, here's the thing as well. There's no passion. Everyone's just down it in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when the lynch mob turns up, like, you talk about the most awkward, staged, polite lynch mob.
Right. And then they pop Bill Moseley. Like, I understand he's got a firearm, but he's also got a firearm pointed at the ground. And he's cool and level-headed. It's the wife that's freaking the fuck out. Yeah, he gets popped in the face. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Back to what I'm saying about the bar fight.
Yeah.
It's always the way. There you go. Point proven. It's always the way. It's everything's getting reasonable, calm down. Yeah. But the fact is, if they're going to pop one, they may as well crack on then. And no, they then have this whole convoluted scene. She is right there. They are right there. And yeah,
it's like you're a fucking lynch mob. You're all showing up with fucking guns pointed. Like, you are there for one reason. Don't lie to yourself.
And usually when the first shot goes off, that's it. You know, boom, boom, boom. That's the trigger for everyone to like crack on. Yeah. Like I said, staged, awkward. It's almost like people have never acted before. What's this thing? But it's also the plot can happen. That's all it is.
Well, the thing is, I don't get it, because like, even just if both his parents got shot in the fucking face, like, that's enough to make a mentally challenged individual snap. At least I would imagine.
But doesn't survive in the bush. Like, that's a completely different skill set. Like, surviving in the Australian bush is hardcore, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's a country full of things that want everyone dead.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, sure. Plot needs to happen. The fact that they go in, right, to this house and they find the bodies, and their instinct is not to burn the house down if they're not going to report it to the police, but remove all the bodies to somewhere.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting choice. Like, we're not going to get the police involved, but we'll go ahead and bury all these bodies. Did one of you like keep one of the corpses or something? Is that why we're not getting the police involved? Because I get it. I understand. Like, I respect that, but very odd choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And I do want to bring up something that I feel like we're skipping in your notes about serial killers never keep a tidy home. Have you never seen Serial, Mom?
Not in a while.
Well, there you go, man.
That was a comedy.
Serial killer.
Maybe it was a every friggin' serial killer it's always a shithole.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, why? What
Yeah.
I want to see the meticulous, Dexter type, everything's beautifully laid out and
Mhm.
clinical. That to me, that's more frightening. It makes more sense in why they can get away with stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean,
Right?
it's the whole Ted Bundy thing. Like, the killer's in plain sight, but nobody knows because you're well put together.
Yeah, and that's it.
Mhm.
But it's a boring trope, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
It's overdone. It's lazy. I know it's almost like, oh, we have to make this place look scary. Ah.
Right.
Okay, I get it, but come on. The idea of, the secret bit in the barn is all beautifully meticulous, but why is Charlie still alive? Like, if you're around rotten corpses and stuff all the time, you're going to pick up something nasty.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt about it. It's not healthy. And anyone, if you don't believe me, set a bit of chicken out in your worktop and leave it there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Just get a chicken thigh or a chicken breast. Just set it there on your worktop. Especially now, summer's a great time to do it. Just do it. Leave it there for a couple of days, and then tell me if you can live with full-on corpses dotted about all over the place.
Right.
It just, yeah, got him there. Just like, sorry, I've worked in some places, and it's like,
Yeah. I love that they kept mentioning the smells. Like, oh, it smells like something died. Well, I don't smell anything. It's like, it's a very, 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 very potent smell. You're gonna clearly know what the fuck that is.
yeah,
It's like,
there's
oh,
nothing.
did somebody light a candle or is that flesh rotting? I can't tell.
Yeah, once you get that in your nose, there's no other smell like it.
No.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is just lazy. And then even when they're camping in the house, even before the kills start, they're using the plates. Like the fact that they've got the plates, they're setting them on the counter and
Yeah.
stuff. You're like, what is this?
Right. Especially when they made a point of saying that there's no running water,
Yeah.
which I thought was ironic because it's like we just kind of naturally assume there's no fucking running water because it's an abandoned house. Duh. Yeah, a lot of interesting choices. And like, oh, I'm gonna snuggle up with this fucking teddy bear because that's not disgusting. Like, I'm sure if that thing was sitting there for as long as it was sitting there, surrounded by corpses, that thing smells like a fucking corpse. Like, you're not cuddling with it.
Here's the thing. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, and there's always the sofa left out in the middle of the street. And honestly, after a couple of weeks, that thing's heaving.
Mhm.
Like, especially when you get the weather going through cycling pattern stuff, that thing is like you're not even getting near it. Like mattresses and stuff. Like we had loads of houses that were like derelict, blown up and stuff, and just left waste ground and stuff. And there's like always mattresses and stuff piled up in that. And we used to do a thing. We piled the mattresses up and jump out the top of the house. You know what I mean? And the fact is that around the mattresses, all the broken bottles and stuff. Like, how the hell I'm still alive? I do not know. But that's what we did.
Yeah.
Because that was fun.
Simpler times.
Yeah. But the only thing is, because every July, bonfire season, 11th of July, so all the anything that was made of combustible material all got dragged up to the bonfires. That was it. And you got to see things, all different types of rotten stages. So yeah, I've seen it. No way are you sitting amongst that stuff. You always
Yeah.
take the New Year ones, and that's what you built the hut out of. Or that's what you had the sofas where people were sitting and stuff. But yeah, all the rancid stuff got in the middle first. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've cleaned out hoarder homes before. I don't know how they would do that in real life.
You can just tell that's a problem. You can't suspend disbelief with us because it's so obviously a stage.
Mhm.
That's the problem. It's so obviously a stage that because especially you've got that God, I can't remember her name now, but the Instagram influencer one who's actually managed to be more of a bimbo than Tara Reid, which that's impressive.
Very.
Tara Reid's character is actually more sensible in this one than the bimbo one.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that's funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's amazing. Like, but yeah, the way they're just and then we'll have the random couple turn up because reasons.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have more bodies to kill, I guess.
Yeah, but they do it all in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was the thing that killed me. Like, I understand you want all the action to be at the end for obvious reasons, but it could have happened a lot sooner.
Especially if bringing extra cast in.
Well, and it was so funny too, because like it just like everything was like, see, this is how this one's gonna die. Like, oh, look at this axe. This is so cool. I'm gonna
It's
set it
not
right
shaped
here,
like a killer's
and
axe at all. Like it's
and
not
we're gonna
cut
take
out
it
like a
home.
battle axe.
Yeah, that's just like Okay, cool. So that's how he dies. I did find it funny when homegirl got killed by the tire.
Yeah, the tractor tire. You're like, okay.
It's like I'm pretty sure that would have just crushed her head, but to have him like bouncing on it, that was pretty funny.
See, once again, they had it done comedy. If the movie had just been self-aware and done like scary movie type comedy, this would have been great. Just on a parody, this would have been fun. But it's trying
Yeah.
to take itself seriously. That's the problem.
Yeah, it kind of goes between trying to be a serious movie and then funny shit like that happens, and it's like just kind of stay in your lane, man.
Pick one. Pick one. Go for it. Ah, dear. And of course, yeah, Donkey and Mel. Like, talk about a mismatched, not even remotely compatible couple.
Right? It's like
And you can
his
just tell
whole.
this. Sorry,
Oh no, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, you just tell the script told them to carry out these actions because
Mhm.
there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's just so funny because it's like the only thing he's got to lean on is his huge fonts, and it's like, it usually takes a little bit more than that to have some sort of connection with somebody. I mean, at least I'm assuming. I don't know. I had a fucking tiny dick, so
Heard rumors, so
yeah. I've heard of it, but yeah, it's
I've
like,
heard rumors about this connection thing, and having personality.
yeah, it's just like, dude, you're acting like a fucking 12-year-old kid trying to get a fucking girl to skate with you or something. Like, just talk to her.
Yeah, that was the moment for him. When he's not being boisterous in front of a group, they show the real him.
Hmm.
But obviously, they didn't know how to write characters, or couldn't be bothered.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because it's like we all have met somebody like this that is just completely oblivious. So it's like while it's an annoying character, I felt it was a believable character.
Yeah, but then
It's like
her going along with it, that's what I mean.
she was begrudgingly going along with it. I
You
think
don't
honestly
begrudgingly
the
take
leading
clothes off and get into a thing with someone. You just go, right.
he was begging her and she was just sort of like whatever. I think
Does that work?
I mean, I'm fucking married. I've been with her for almost 20 years, so clearly it works. I think her thing, like you nailed it on the head. She's a bimbo. She knows he has a huge fucking dick. She wants that dick. She's going to eventually get that dick, but she's got to deal with the annoyances first. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from that character.
I don't know. Her character's completely off.
Mhm.
No one of them
No,
ones.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Nothing matches up. Like I said, when Tara Reid plays a more grounded character than that one, Mel, yeah. But I think we knew what was going to happen to Donkey.
Yeah, that was
Like
so goddamn
that was
funny.
telegraphed from fucking day one, minute one.
Yeah, especially because like, oh, I'm just gonna get out of the fucking water completely naked. Of course, something's gonna happen.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
Surprise, surprise.
yeah, that's the best part. Like, I don't. Okay, at this point, I was pretty fucking drunk because this was not a thinking movie. But did he only get his dick shoved down his throat and that's what killed him? I can't remember, like, if he got stabbed, his neck broke, or anything like that, or if it was just literally
No, he stabbed him as
deep
well.
through. Okay, yeah, like I said, I couldn't remember if that happened or not. Like,
Yeah.
of course, the dick getting chopped off, that's hilarious. Then he rams it down his throat, but I couldn't remember if he got something
No,
else.
he stabbed him as well.
Okay, all right, that makes sense then.
Yeah. And then I felt like Mel's death was a bit incomplete.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
He rips her jaw,
I'm
and
sure
then we get a
that'll
cut
kill you
scene.
eventually.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah, it's like not even like a bunch of blood or anything. So it's like that's like getting shot in the stomach. Like you're gonna die eventually, but it's gonna take a while
Mhm.
or potentially.
I was almost expecting her to be strung up somewhere later on, just expiring. I thought they were
Well,
setting
fuck,
up for that.
I thought he was gonna do the whole Bane and Batman thing. Like he picks her up like he's gonna fucking drop her on his knee and snap her in half.
Mhm.
So for him to just like pick her up and throw her on the ground and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take your jaw now," it's like that seemed a little excessive. Like it
Yeah.
was going almost into Zack Snyder territory. Like there was no fucking reason for those slow motion shots at all.
Well, I suppose I had a few minutes to pad out. Obviously, they were contracted to make a length of a movie. So
And that's the thing I don't understand. It's like, why can't people stick with like a 70-minute model, like 70, 75 minutes? That's all you need. Doesn't need to be
especially this
long
type of
than that.
movie.
Yeah, it's like uh, when a movie is almost an hour and 40, I'm expecting like some artsy fartsy shit or something
Mm.
with a really deep, compelling complex story.
A mystery to solve. It's being unraveled. Yeah.
This is not that kind of movie.
And then we'll go back to Jason and Natasha, Tara Reid's character and the other bloke.
Again with the fucking yelling. Shut the fuck up.
And you'd think this thing was about 2 miles long. Like, he stepped into a barn.
Yeah, it's a fucking shed. Like, you can see the entirety of it from the outside. Like, it's the size of this room pretty much.
Yeah. So once again, he's hiding, whimpering one end of I think they're playing with the light and the shadows a bit too much as well, making it pitch black, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, it was
like they're stepping into another dimension, you know what I mean? Because there'd be light coming through the slots and everything.
That started when they it did an abrupt and immediate day for night outside. Like, gradually get to that, but it was like one scene it's bright and sunny, and then the next, like, you can watch them turn the brightness down. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, weird. And of course we'll have this whole scene because they have to get their money's worth out of Kane Hodder. So we know that Tony's a boxer because we saw that he's a boxer and they told us he's a boxer, blah blah blah. So now he's setting up this big epic fight, and big dude to play is Charlie. He's been a load of stuff as well. I think he was a board. He's a big, big fella.
Yeah, I meant to look up that guy.
Forget his name.
I was drawing a blank on who the fuck that was.
He's
sorry, fuck. What was this movie called? I'm gonna look up that guy's name. Charlie's Farm. There we go. Yeah, just watched it last night and can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Nathan Jones. He was in Mad Max, Fury Road.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's Mortal Kombat. He was in Troy.
Yeah, now that I can see him without the makeup, I know exactly who the dude is.
Scorpion King, one of them. He's always, big. If you need somebody, sword and sandals, big, oiled up dude, that's him. He's a big fella.
Yeah.
He was in Boar. That's right, he was in Boar. He was good in Boar.
Yeah, I'll have to look that. A relatively recent movie. How the fuck did I miss that?
Yeah, so once again, this could have been an epic fight. If they were building up for that, Kane Hodder coming in and saving the day, fair enough. Talk about the most lackluster. Even the boxing scene in Friday the 13th Part 8 was epic compared to this.
Yeah, this was very much like old-timey, like, I'm gonna throw a punch and then you throw a punch, and that's how we box. It was
almost
choice.
Peter Cushing acting bad.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. It was pretty funny though. Definitely wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was.
That's the problem. This movie's taking it seriously. If I had went the Hatchet direction with this could have been fun, but they didn't. Yeah, and then Jason thinks he's going to do something like
right.
He's like, watching.
Dude, you can't even reach the dude's head. Like, I'm going to hit him in between the shoulders with this pipe wrench
with my feebly little arms.
Yeah, it's like, dude, the murderer's weapon is right next to you. Why didn't you reach for that versus the fucking pipe wrench?
Probably couldn't pick it up.
That is true. That is true.
You know what I mean? You got these two big hulking dudes going at it, and yeah, little Jason's going to just mosey on up there. And he doesn't get involved in the middle of the fight while Tony's still active. He waits till Tony gets
this dude goes out of his way to try to save your ass, and you wait until he's dead, basically, to fucking intervene. Like, come the fuck on, you ass.
Even if you had just gotten all fours behind him so Tony could push him over, behind the knees, that would have been useful.
Right. Definitely more useful than what he did. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. And then we got this weird scene that makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I honestly I had kind of checked out a little bit at this point. So I felt like I'd missed something, but not important enough to actually rewind the scene and watch it again. So I'm glad that it didn't make any sense that she just stole a fucking necklace off of a dead person.
Yeah, it made no sense. There was no payoff either.
Yeah.
So okay, reasons.
Yeah, it's kind of late in the movie to do some sort of red herring, if that's
that was the teddy bear scene. Do you know what I mean? The necklace could have been the teddy bear.
Yeah. So that
pretend to be his mother or something. It's some silly shit like that.
Right. Yeah. It's like if you're going to rip off Friday the 13th, rip off the good parts of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking weird.
But in fairness, once again, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tara Reid's playing the most grounded character.
Right.
And that's when you know you're in trouble with a movie. She's the most
Yeah.
believable character, but at least when she shoots him, she tries to operate the bolt action again.
Yeah,
So
I've never seen anybody shoot from the hip so well with a rifle, but yeah, good on her. And then,
yeah.
oh, how does this work? Meh, whatever, I'll just throw it. It's like you can still use it as a club. Just saying.
What's the rule of every horror movie that nobody follows? Is if you're gonna hit the killer once, hit them
Double
20
tap.
times.
Exactly.
You
Fucking Zombieland says it. You double tap.
I almost get a bit of a Paris Hilton vibe with her death scene though. Do you know a House of Wax? Like
Oh, okay.
anyone
Yeah,
that knows Paris Hilton was looking for that death scene, and she knew it.
yeah. Hmm.
And she actually milked the fact that everybody hated her guts and had one of the most epic death scenes.
Yeah.
I think Tara Reid, once again, this is another better movie that they're parodying because that was a good death scene. Like,
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think she had it in her to die that well. But that was probably my favorite part of the movie was the fact that everybody dies in the end. You don't see that very often.
no, but just the abrupt. That's it. Cut the credits. Done.
I mean, that's
The end.
they already overstayed their welcome, so that was like the perfect way to end.
Raw chicken. Leave out some raw chicken.
Yeah, raw. I mean, come
That's
on.
me. Don't cook. No, raw chicken or pork. A pork chop. That's actually because that's closer to humans.
That
Anyway.
would I was gonna say that would be a lot closer to
Yeah.
people remains. So yeah.
Like people know I'm not a serial killer, just a slob.
Yeah.
For one. Why was Charlie killing everybody? Because the plot needed that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only
why
reason.
not?
That's it.
Yeah.
Um,
Because clearly, mentally unstable people are all killers.
yeah. But anyway, thank you to another mindless jerk of Slasher for recommending this movie. Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, it was a movie.
It was
It was not the worst thing I've seen. It was watchable. I'll never watch it again, but I can say that I did it.
yeah, and the only movie ever where Tara Reid manages to outact the entire cast. Like that's
Pretty
epic.
much.
That
Yeah,
is epic.
it was yeah, like her performance was really fucking surprising through this because it was almost believable. I was like, huh, she's a real actor under there somewhere.
Yeah, like dig deep, shove a rifle in there. Maybe you find it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't get over the wardrobe though, man. Like she always anytime we got a full body shot and she was running, she looked like she shit in her pants. I was like, that somebody in costuming should have known better.
Weird. But the full makeup, unblemished, every shot.
Yeah.
Even Bimbo didn't have that.
Hmm.
Like, but that's her. Like, it's just she's not going to like go character acting all of a sudden, like
Right.
make an attempt. Oh well, there you go. That was a thing.
Yep. It was absolutely a thing, and you guys
That
should
was
watch it
random.
because we did.
Yeah, we watched it, so you didn't have to.
No, I mean, I think you still
I don't
should.
know.
It's not terrible, and I mean the essentially the cameos that they have in it are pretty good. Like those are the best scenes of acting.
It's very paint by the numbers.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would say rewatch an old favorite rather than this. If you're getting a homage to something, I'll just stick that movie on instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be more satisfying. Don't expect anything.
Definitely. They did not reinvent the wheel with this movie.
No. And they wasted shooting it in Australia. They may as well just done it in the American Midwest or something.
Yeah, there
wasted.
was very much no point in shooting it in Australia. I mean, other than the fact that's where they're from, obviously.
Yeah, but yeah. There you go. That's a thing. And that's us for another month. That went by quickly.
Yeah, that was a good note to end on.
Yeah. But there you go. Right. Back on with Flay later on. We are doing the second part of Biggie Pop Phantom as I try and wrap my head around that one. That's gonna be fun. Going to try and watch a couple of episodes. Tomorrow is last day for submissions. So if you're thinking of submitting to Horrific Tales Volume 3, tomorrow's your last day to get in. Then I start reading and going through everything.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll have loads of stuff coming up as usual. Never stops here.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So just as we say, until next time, keep updated with the channel, do the typical things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.